Hey everybody, it's me, Silvermoons94. And guess what? Fall's almost here. Well, you know what the bad part is about this holiday? Is it the fact that when you think about it, fall doesn't feel like fall at first. Like, if there's only one way to describe the stinking weather in the beginning of fall, it's too hot, like Texas weather. You know how Texas weather is? I had to imagine, like, I just, what I'm trying to say is that it doesn't even feel like fall. People say it feels like Indian summer, which, in my opinion, if you're living in Texas, that's actually true because it feels like a bunch of, it feels like summer is trying to get its revenge. I call it summer revenge because basically that's what fall is. It's summer revenge. And not only do people have to go to school in this kind of weather, not only do we have Thanksgiving, which is so grateful about this. So basically this is kind of a rant slash good things about it. So I'm going to say the good things about fall first. First is Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, I love Thanksgiving. It's one of the best things about fall because the parade is good, you know, because we have parades out there, and you know, the leaves when they fall to the ground, that's very wonderful. Halloween is actually very beautiful in the fall. Like, if you actually think about it, I don't think of Halloween as one of like, I know it's not a holiday. I think it's just something that everybody could, like. I know it's a holiday, but the thing is, you can't even call it a holiday. You can just call it the beginning of like, I don't know, like, what's really beautiful about fall is when they put up Christmas decorations and like, you know, Halloween decorations up in the fall. It's very nice to actually see that. So, I actually don't mind the fall that much. It's like the best season of all time, because when you think of it, fall is actually wonderful. Now, there's actually some good things about, like, the fact that there's a pumpkin patch where kids go to pick pumpkins is actually awesome. Or you can actually just carve a pumpkin in the fall is actually good too. But oh my goodness, you know what's so good about the fall? Is that at the end of, after Thanksgiving, besides Black Friday and all that, because Black Friday is messed up, the end of Thanksgiving basically is like the only best thing about the fall, because that's when you get to hear Christmas songs, and also because of Hallmark, they on October, they show Christmas movies, which is very nice. I actually do like that. I always love that. My mom loved that. I mean, I just love fall. It's very beautiful. It's very much the best out of all the seasons. Winter is okay. I work on winter as a sign holder, like I said, at Liberty. So anyway, yeah, fall is like the best season ever. You want to know what's worse about it, though? Yeah, I actually was going to get to this point. The worst part about fall is the fact that when you actually are thinking about it, fall, like, it feels like summer. Even though fall is actually good, it feels like summer, like, at the beginning. It doesn't feel like fall at first, and that's what's the downside about it. I always felt like that was bugging me from the start, because I don't like the summer weather as much. I like it when it actually feels like fall, like at the end of October, at the end of November, whatever one it is. And that's not my next problem with this is that when you wait for a show in the fall, you have to like watch it in October, and that's what really bothers me. I'm like, why can't we watch it in September? Why can't we get new seasons in September? We always have to wait for the fall, and you have to do a long wait. I understand, but the thing is, the best thing I can say about fall is, even though it has its problems, and even though it's okay, especially with the Black Friday thing, which is so bad because apparently people are like tumbling all over the place and all that. But anyway, those are my thoughts on fall. I think it's a wonderful time. I think it's a wonderful season. I think it's a wonderful month being divided into two months and two holidays that we have, and also good, hanging out with and all that stuff. But anyway, that's my final thoughts on fall. Yeah. So anyway, I'm Silvermoons94 and I'm signing out. Bye, guys.